Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've uploaded. I've been going through it. Apparently inconsistency is my middle name. Anyway, I am back today with a foundation first impressions. So today I'm going to be trying out the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup. It's an all-day wear foundation and mine is in Porcelain L1. I picked this up about a month ago from Ulta when I went down to the States, and it's been sitting here because I haven't been filming and I really wanted to try it out. So I work late today and I thought today would be the perfect day to do an all-day wear test. It's just past 12:30 right now and I'm going to be working till about 9:30. So if you're interested in seeing my first impressions of the Flower Beauty foundation, then just keep watching. Alright, so I am going to start with a primer just because I normally would prime my skin, and I usually use the Kiss Pro Touch Gold Primer, so that's what I'm going to use today. I just take a little bit on my fingers, just like not even a full pump, just like that much. Rub it between my two fingers and I focus it on my T-zone, so just here. I did do my brows already. Normally I don't do my brows before foundation, but I wanted to get them done and out of the way for the video because I hate doing my brows. I actually have an appointment to get them microbladed next week and I'm very, very excited. So if you want a video about my experience with microblading, I will totally do that. All right, perfect. I am primed and ready to go. So while I let the primer sink in a little bit to my skin, I want to go over some information about this foundation. So on Ulta.com, this foundation has almost a 4-star review. It retails for $18.85 Canadian, and it looks like there's 12 foundations shades, which isn't great, but it does have a row of light and then a row of darker. It definitely could be a bigger shade selection, but at least I guess it covers the lightest to the darkest. Mine is the lightest. I hope it's light enough for me. I have very fair skin and I find it hard to color match because a lot of foundations don't go light enough on the scale the same way that they don't go dark enough. As for a bit of info on this, it says it's a perfecting veil of buildable coverage. It provides you with the coverage you desire to smooth and perfect while imparting your skin with the most flattering soft luminosity imaginable. Apparently it's weightless and has a nude skin feel, and it says it's supposed to be all day wear, so we'll definitely see how that goes. For reference, right now I've been really loving the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear. This is about as dewy as it gets for me, and this isn't even a dewy foundation, it's just like a natural foundation. So I'm gonna do one half of my face with a brush and one half with a beauty blender, and yeah, let's apply this. All right, so this is the product here. The packaging is really super cute. It's got a pump, which is nice. I prefer a pump, to be honest. Hello in there. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do a pump in a bit. That was like a pump and a half, I think. Anyway, let's try this out. I actually really like the packaging a lot. I like the white. I don't know why. The white and gold looks really cute. I will do the right side of my face with a brush. I'm using the Morphe Y6 brush. It hasn't been cleaned in 1800 years. I'm so sorry, but also not sorry. It's my life. All right, let's just apply. Okay, so the shade's actually not bad. It's a little orangey, but it's similar to my L'Oreal shade, so that's okay. We'll just go in with this. I hope this foundation works for me. It's my first product I've ever tried of Flower Beauty because unfortunately I can't find it up here in Canada, which sucks. They have some beautiful products, so it'd be nice if it could be sold in Canada. That would be ideal. If it is in Canada, let me know where I can get it because I've never seen it personally. My forehead's not really a problem area, but it gets a little bit red and like texture-y kind of in the middle. I think it's just because I sweat a lot up there. So my right half of my face is covered with foundation. First impression with the brush, it looks so pretty. Very natural, not cakey, and I can usually tell because it gets cakey around my nose, but it's not. The color match is perfect, I would say, almost perfect. It blends to my neck nicely. Yeah, so far this looks really pretty. It's not super, super dewy. Like there's definitely a luminosity and definitely a glow, but I'm not like dripping, which is good because I'm a grease ball of a person when it comes to wearing makeup for a long day. So that's all I'm left with on the back of my hand. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I know I'll need a bit more. So maybe you need about 2 pumps to cover the face, or maybe I just used too much. It's fine. So for my beauty blender, I'm going to be using the Quo Beauty Sponge. I really like the sponge. It's super nice. So I'm just going to grab a little bit and dab away. I haven't put on foundation with a sponge in a while. I really like using it for my concealer, but to be completely honest, it comes down to laziness. I don't like wetting my beauty blender in the morning. And also, I don't like it getting all over my hands. I really don't like the feel of makeup on my fingers. It grosses me out. A lot of the time I'll like wash my hands a couple times in the process of doing my makeup just because I don't like the feeling of it. I want to see if it applies better with a sponge or a brush, if one has better coverage than the other. I think it's important to test it out because some foundations apply way better with a brush and some apply way better with a sponge. So I think it's important to just try out both. Okay, so both sides have foundation on. My foundation is applied. Okay, being completely honest, they look pretty much identical. So I think you could go with a sponge or a brush for this foundation. It looks great on both sides and it covered really nicely. You can still see a bit of my redness and under eyes peeking through and my scarring on my chin, but that's something I can cover up with concealer, and I'd rather cover it with concealer than cake it on with foundation, so that's fine. Perfect, so far so good. I'm going to apply my concealer over top because I'd like to see how it works with that. Some foundations are really good with layering products and others aren't, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so for my concealer today, I'm gonna go with my go-to concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair. I have been using the new e.l.f. like camouflage concealer or whatever it's called, and I do like it, but I bought my shade way too light. And so it doesn't really look very good, to be honest, just because it's way too light. So this shade match is just better, and I still like the formula of the Shape Tape over the e.l.f. anyway, so it's just not as drying, I find. I'll do the same where I use a brush to blend out this side and a beauty blender on this side, and we'll see how that goes. Just because sometimes with certain foundations, if you put a concealer over top, it'll like pick up underneath or it won't blend. It'll look super cakey, so I wanted to just try it out. My skin looks really natural, like perfected, but not cakey, which I love. And I will blend out the left eye with a sponge. All right, so comparing both sides, yeah, they look exactly the same. Totally fine. So this is how the foundation looks right now. First impression wise, I love it. I think it looks so luminous and dewy, but not too much. I don't feel greasy or caked on. My usual areas where I'd be cakey is like here on my chin, here around my nose, and in the forehead area right here in between my brows. It's all looking really good so far. So I am going to apply the rest of my makeup. I'm doing my eye makeup, my face makeup off camera, and I'll be back in a little bit to do a checkup. As of right now, it's 12:48, so I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll probably update you before I leave for work, and we'll see how it's looking, and then I'll do an update at the end of the night before I take it off. So I'll see you back in a bit. Hey guys, so I am back. It is now 2:50. My phone's charging, so I don't have it on me. It's now 2:50, so it's been a few hours. This is the rest of my makeup. I really like it today. I used the Magic palette by Juvia's Place, but let's look at how the foundation is holding up. So like I said, it's been a couple of hours. I did the rest of my makeup how I usually do, so I baked a little bit around my nose and my under eyes. I used my MAC Fix Plus mattifying setting spray, and right now it looks great. It hasn't started to break up yet around my nose, which is good because it's only been a couple hours. I'm not oily yet at all, which is nice. And I have been doing stuff around the house. This is how my skin looks. I hope you can see. This is as close as I can zoom in. All right. That's how it looks around my nose. I think it looks great. It covered everything I wanted to cover with my concealer, and I feel pretty flawless, to be honest. I feel like my skin looks pretty freaking good. So that is my first checkup. My next will be this evening, probably around 10 p.m. after work. So it's gonna be quite a while until I see you guys again, but I will be back to see how it looks at the end of the day. Hey guys, I am back for the final check-in of the day. It is now 9:30 at night. I pretty much just walked in the door. I want to take a last look at the makeup and see how it wore throughout the day. So I didn't touch it up at all, obviously, because I want to see how it wears naturally. It's a little bit broken up around the left side of my nose here, but that's my fault. I was touching it. The tiniest bit broken up right here on my chin, but usually my entire chin is broken up by then, so this is great. And my nose is like matte. So that's unreal for me. Usually my nose is like a complete grease ball. Like this whole area is just grease, but it's not. And same with my forehead. Usually this area is all just greasy, but it's still like completely intact and looks great. I'm really happy with how this foundation looks. I haven't tried a foundation in a while that wears this well. To me, the Flower Beauty foundation wears better than my new L'Oreal one I've been using. So that says a lot because I felt that was my like all-time favorite, but this might be taking its place. Obviously this isn't a full review and I can't say this is my new favorite foundation because I haven't tried it out on longer days. I haven't tried it out on hot days where I'm outside. So this is just a first impression for my day at work. I had a pretty short day compared to usual, but all considering, it looks wonderful. I can't believe how amazing it looks. I'm just usually so much more greasy than this. And considering this is a luminous foundation, I really can't believe it. It looks so good. So first impression, this Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation is amazing. I love how it applied with a brush and with a sponge. My makeup blended perfectly over top of it. It wore nicely throughout the day. It's not breaking up. I'm still matte. My contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, everything is still there, which is huge because usually my blush tends to get a bit patchy. My blush and my bronzer get patchy throughout the day, but it didn't. So I'm extremely happy with this foundation. I'll definitely keep testing it out and update you guys sometime in the future. Let me know down below, have you tried this foundation? What do you think? Is there anything else from Flower Beauty you think I should try? Because I'll try my best to get my hands on it. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!